Yes. You're watching Yas TV. I'm Joshua Simon, and here are 7 reasons why you should not buy a car in Singapore. Number 7. No space. The open road does not exist in Singapore. Most drivers here won't get the chance to fully experience the power of the vehicles they pay so much for in Singapore due to the number of traffic lights and cars on the road. This city is just way too small. Of course it can't be helped. But with average car rides lasting just 20 to 30 minutes, it only takes 2 hours to go from one side of the island to the other. So if you really want to step on that pedal and drive out into the sunset, that experience is better felt when driving into Malaysia. Which brings us to number 6, petrol prices. Got gas? 'Cause we don't. Singapore has no natural resources apart from its people, so we import mostly everything, which includes fuel, making it very pricey. A liter of petrol now costs about $2.40, a major hike from 20 years ago when it was just $1. So apart from getting groceries at Tesco, more affordable petrol has had Singaporeans bracing the jams at the Malaysian customs for decades now.
Oh my god, he's shaking again. Just so Singaporean. Oh my god.
Number 5. ERP. The ERP, or electronic road pricing, are gantries that are designed to regulate traffic jams during rush hours. We pay anywhere from 50 cents to $3 per gantry. Fun fact, the top earning gantry is the one at Nickel Highway, which rakes in an approximate $32,000 a day. On the flip side, the lowest earning gantry is at Upper Boon Keng Road. It operates only for 30 minutes each day and pulls in just $130. As of 2017, Singapore has 93 ERP gantries all over its 719.1 kilometer square island. That's like 1 every 400 meters. Okay, not really, but I swear, they're following me. Number 4, tricky navigation. You know that feeling when you fly away from a country for a minute only to come back to find it looking completely different? Yeah, that's Singapore. And it can be tough navigating through all the changes. From new malls, condominiums, and roads, the Lion City is always getting a facelift. With always something to improve on, at any one time there are at least 5 different areas in the country undergoing road retarring, widening, and digging for new MRT lines. Also, we shut down our roads for just about any celebration. Really. Chingay, National Day, Chinese New Year, Normal New Year, Deepavali, Thaipusam, Pedestrian Night, the Singapore Airlines Singapore Grand Prix. Oh, so you want to go to town today? Wait, you can't. They're out doing yoga on the streets. Psh. Knowing the peak periods and learning alternative routes is crucial if you're going to be driving in Singapore. Leave a minute late and you're going to be stop-starting in traffic for a while. Number 3, parking problems. Many Singaporeans feel that parking prices here can be pretty unreasonable at times, adding to why Singapore is ranked as one of the most expensive cities to live in. The most expensive parking spots include Marina Bay Sands that charges $8 per entry after 7 p.m. on weekends and $8 for the first hour in Resorts World Sentosa. The other big problem is finding a parking spot. And if it's the weekend, forget about it. If only we could chope a parking lot the way we do hawker center tables.
Sorry, choke ready. My friend's coming.
How can you choke like that?
No, I really standing here. Cannot. Sorry, they're coming soon already.
Okay, whoever who did this is a genius. Number 2, the people. According to a survey of 800 respondents, the top 3 causes of irritation were reckless driving, drivers changing lanes without signaling, and drivers not allowing others to change lanes. Someone else will give way, right? Just not me. Also, with the kaypoh mentality, any accident or vehicle breakdown on the road is going to lead to a completely unnecessary jam only because everyone wants to see what happened or scribble down the license plate number to buy 4D. Before our number 1 reason, here's what you had to say on the streets.
We can't afford the COE. In Australia, the cost of a car is less than the cost of a COE in Singapore. So I don't see a reason why I should drive.
Definitely expensive, bro. Where do you even get the money from? Work, jobs, that's all we can do.
Do you have any problems with the Saman aunties?
They hate me.
I get around with this e-scooter thing here. Costs around $1,500, but you can find them on the secondhand market for about $500.
And do you pay road tax?
No, I don't know. I don't think so. No.
Recently, I just ditched my car because I felt that life is so much more exciting on the trains. You get to see different types of people. You know, some people are sleeping on the trains and then they look really funny. Like,
I go to school, it's about $200, $300 a month just to park the car for the whole day.
I didn't get my license in Singapore. Grew up in the Philippines kasi I got it there and I came here and converted it.
What's the difference between driving in the Philippines and here?
Oh, so different. Like, people are nicer there. It's more like defensive driving and not offensive driving. So everyone's looking out for each other. Like, if you're gonna turn in, they let you turn in. Here, it's like, you turn in, they'll scold you. It's just different.
Have you ever gotten a summon before?
Yeah, all the time.
The truth is, I bought my license in Malaysia. My dad bought it for me because I failed the test and I cried. And my dad bought it for me and I have never driven ever since. Yeah.
I taught her how to drive to a nearby petrol kiosk, which is like 1 minute drive away from my house. And right at the gate, she stuck already. She panicked and she got off the car. When I signal, I expect them to give me way so that I can go over to the lane. However, if I signal, they will speed up and block my lane. But if I don't signal, they will just like horn me when I just cut in.
Hey, I agree on this fact because in Malaysia, right, especially on the highways, it is a rule, right? The moment the guy is behind you, have to signal and leave already. And we keep to the rule very strictly. This signal and you want to go, you must signal, then you can go kind of thing. But in Singapore, like, they just don't care about it.
She's lying because in Malaysia, driving is even worse. They have potholes.
If you're driving your own car, it's so expensive. If you're driving a rental car, it's so expensive. So my dream car in Singapore costs the same price as my HDB flat. What?
Okay. Nice bike.
Number 1. Koh. So you want to drive a car? Unless you're one of those crazy rich Asians, you better start saving up. Singapore has one of the highest car prices in the world. Why? It's called the Certificate of Entitlement, essentially a piece of paper that allows one to even own a car for 10 years. Meant to discourage the purchase of cars and ease traffic conditions, the premium for the open category, available for any vehicle type except motorcycles, jumped to $52,000 in 2017.
$154 for a Prius?
No kidding.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Is the moral of this story, don't buy cars in Singapore?
Owning a car in Singapore will set you back an estimate $2,200 a month, which includes loan repayment, road tax, parking, ERP, petrol insurance, and servicing. Before you consider other modes of transport to get around, thumbs up this video and share with us what's your reason to why you don't own a car in Singapore. For more great content, subscribe to Yas TV. Yas.